getting a backfill, but certainly some talented athletes even right out the gate. And when it comes to lifting event, as we saw in performance this past semifinal, and I think that he could be a sneaky guy to watch throughout the weekend.
And then that's Jacob Hart in heat number 245 is his first attempt.
Yeah, we don't have like a ton of data necessarily on all the athletes. 245 is the heaviest snatch.
Your screen shirtless 255 for Arturo Torres. It was a good lift, and then right next to him to the right in the black shirt, 235 for Joshua Hong.
Josh Hong, an American athlete, but he did compete out in Madrid earlier there. And Martin Fieferlich, a lot of competition. The chance to make a second lift if you want it, and Torres will reset and do just that.
And it's good for Evan Rogers, and then Jacob Hart, just nearly 275 to the left of your screen in the blue shirt. No good for Martin Fieferlich.
Yeah, Fieferlich, I think, is going to call it there, not going to give it.
Here he goes for 275. And 10 seconds, he must complete the entire lift for this hang snatch. And no good. That's okay. Lift thus far.
Yeah, great on the snatch there. He's going to have to fight and save this. Stays on the platform. He ends up backing it up, and we'll get a couple of overhead squats as
heats that we will see. 260 pounds is the weight to beat, and you want to get something on the board. Connor Volts in lane number 3. He's going to be the athlete that we're going to keep an eye on in this heat.
Young in Belarus for many years in a row. He had to withdraw from the semifinals last year with a little bit of a
245. Lucas Uzi. Lane number 2, all the way to the left of your screen in the gray top, William Bennett, 275. And it's good.
And we had the Lat-Am Cup men go earlier today.
Leaves his hand in the air. He feels good about it.
Yeah, I kind of like the decision.
William Bennett in the middle, 250. Left of your screen in the blue, Dominguez, 245. In the center, 255 for Volts, and 260 all the way to the right of your screen in the brown shorts. It's no good for the Hanks 5-second time. Tanner Balaz was in the middle of your screen, 255, 285.
But Balaz looks like he's going to try to make
within that 45-second window. Oh, and Uzi goes for 275 again from the hang, doesn't get it.
We're on the platforms this morning.
Double or nothing, 2 attempts, 1 snatch.
I believe he's one of 7 or 8 athletes that has at least a 300-pound snatching competition, 305 at the 2021 semifinals. Yeah, he was 12th or 13th here last year. Similar placement at semifinals last year.
And there in the middle screen in that black shirt, Razima, 275, 245 in lane number 1, Alexander Caron.
This year after being withdrawn from the semifinal, but made it through the qualifier, and he could be a sneaky candidate to watch throughout the weekend.
In the center of your screen, CJ Gerald, 260, looks good. To the right of your screen, 265. That's going to be Drake Men, 285.
Yeah, when I was looking at this on paper, I thought that 90%, maybe a little above, was something that was within the realm of possibility, and Rosema flirt.
Good, now we'll go for the hang. And will he stand it? And it's good. What a save. And going for some overheads. 185 pounds, 129 kilos. Out of heat number 3 for the elite men of screen in the white 3/4 length shirt. And it's good. He will go for some overhead squats now. To the left of your screen in the gray shirt, Trevon Bennett, 270. And he stands it. His lift is good. John Wood at 280 all the way black. He'll go for the hang, and through the final 3 heats for the elite men individuals.
It's got to be Austin Hatfield. He's the talk of the offseason after winning Crash Crucible, after almost making the semifinal in his first ever live, for him to do something with the barbell here in the first event too.
And the men now will load their barbells for that opening weight. 285 is what we're looking to beat through the 4th heat of the elite men. Austin Hatfield.
Swarzini was second to Hatfield in the online qualifier. This is the first big competition that we've seen from him. So excited to see what he can do after having a great online qualifier to get here. There's Austin Hatfield.
There he is. His name's on the back of his shirt.
Game, so we'll see what he can do.
And they're all the way to the right of your screen in the jersey with the hot pink 245 in lane number 5, Harry Lightfoot. And it's good.
Yeah, Lightfoot making the trip over from the U Forzini Macaronas, and combined, the three of them have very little competition experience, so this is a great chance for us to learn about them the next 2 days.
And 265 is good, and he missed it.
Simultaneously,
no well.
Simultaneously, Pelletier drops the hang snatch in front of him, and Sforzini has waited quite a while to make an attempt in this interval.
And the snatch is good. Now he'll go for the hang again within that 45-second window. 255 on the bar.
Over here.
Oof. Hatfield almost had it at 285, missed the end of the lift. Sometimes still remains within that 45-second window, and he'll go for it again. Gets the first snatch. Will he have time for the hang? He will not.
When we talk about the lack of competition experience,
Stands it, looks good, just can't get that hang, not enough time.
I don't think.
And friend Tommy Marquez is down there at Tina Hills, third member of our broadcast team. And for the event win here, you got Guy Majeros, he is in lane at number 2. Jack Farlow is out there as well. Alex Vigno, another man you're looking at now who can lift big.
Men in this heat have competed at the CrossFit Games before, and with the style of this event, execution and game plan are.
That's big for Guy Majeros.
And not only do all these athletes have a CrossFit Games experience under their belt, this is the 300-pound club. Sean, everyone in this heat has snatched 300.
Impressive performance back in the games in the Olympic total.
Yeah, you mentioned Guy and Jack out of the gates. Both of them have won an Olympic lifting style event at the CrossFit Games before, so plenty of not just strength, but also experience with the weights under the big stage. Wodapalooza before, having done that back in 2021.
Parker missed his opening lift at 260. He's back on it now. He's through the first part of this complex. Second part is good. For what we have seen so far, that belongs to Jack Rozema at 285, and Guy is going to hit that no problem. That looks easy for Majeros, and he has now tied Jack Rozema for the top score. He is the overwhelming favorite on the He1 app from the fans to win this event. Jack Farlow at 280 is good. Right side of your screen is Sam Cornway, already under the overhead squats. Can't see the weight he's attempting right now. Luke Parker, left side's got 275 on the barbell.
Bennett did 275 plus 7, so even though Cornway with the big lift, not as.
Guy Majeros at 310. Get out of here with this. And that will count for Guy Majeros, 310. And that is going to be tough to beat.
Is phenomenal. Speed under the bar, receiving position, second to none for Guy Majeros. Obviously the mobility to go with it, and watch this on the hang snatch.
He is still faster in slow motion than most people are in.
Get on the board early. Most of the men have been excellent with this. Make sure you hit something, your comp tie breaks that you need to beat at the weights you're going to go for, and execute when it's your turn to lift.
Alenkowitz and Spencer Panchik to follow them. There's James Sprague opening up at 245.
And it's a big event for James Sprague. We know that the top end strength is something that he's been working on, so making sure to maximize his performance here and set him up for the stuff that he's great at, that's going to come later on.
We're opening round now for Hapalainen, Alenkowitz, and Panchik.
Henrik Hapalainen had a top 10 finish here last time he competed. Spencer Panchik 2 years ago had a top 10 finish here, beating both of his brothers, so both of them with good experience.
It's the heaviest barbell right now of those three at 280 pounds.
So both him and Sprague in this interval.
James Sprague's going to kick it off. He's through the first part. He's going to reset. Souza hits his snatch at 280, and Mertens is under 265. Now for the back up to the barbell.
And it's a smaller jump.
Hits this is Heinrich Hapalainen on the left side to 265. Spencer Panchik at 270. Panchik has gotten through, as has Hapalainen. Now the hang for Alenkowitz. And not able to hit it.
And that's actually huge because 275 of the 6 men of this heat have podiumed at the CrossFit Games before.
Gerard will be in lane number 5, coming in as your defending Tier Wodapalooza champion.
Yeah, and looming in the background there, the man.
Tier Wodapalooza last year did Roman Krennikov. He was second as an individual, then also second on team. 245. Krennikov's good at 265 on the first part of the complex. And Gerard at 260 now on the hang.
And look at how fast Quantin is moving there on the left. I think he's going to try to get enough. Yeah, Nick Matthew having 2 great seasons the past 2 years to become a regular at these style competitions.
Fikowski on the left at 275 is good. Vellner gets through with 1 overhead squat at 260. And
with the density of athletes that we've seen hit 275, 280 already, even if he does hit this at 265, that's going to be some costly points.
He is able to get through. Ricky Gerard also good at 275. And Sam Quant, left side of your screen, he'll wind up with a score of 265 plus however many overhead squats. 285, Vellner and Matthew at 275, and Vellner misses his opening snatch.
And Fikowski, if he's able to stand this up, that is guaranteed 3rd place. Now it comes down to the and that it was 285 plus 4, which will tie Jack Rosema for 2nd in the event.
Vellner and Matthew both get the hang portion done. This was big for Nick Matthew. He had to hit this.
Yeah, the pressure was on here at the end of this interval for Nick Matthew. Stayed poised, got under it, stood it up.